welcome back to Crazy Brave Homeschool. My name is Ashley and I'm a homeschooler to a second grader and a TKer, and this is our third year homeschooling. In this video, I'm excited to share with you our curriculum plans for spring term and give you just a quick update on how our December went. Knowing me, this will probably be a nice chatty video, but I'll try to keep it short. Okay, so just to quickly wrap up December, we only schooled for 3 weeks. We finish up tomorrow. I'm actually going to be trying out a midterm exam with my second grader. We are a very Charlotte Mason inspired homeschool, and we're going to be getting a bit more Charlotte Mason next year. And so I wanted to try out this idea of doing exams, not for my TKer, but for my second grader. I think I'll do a separate video about how that goes and share with you some of the questions that we went over. But I'm excited. We're going to go to a coffee shop in town, get some hot chocolate. I'm going to use my phone to record her and then just do our exam there, just to kind of make it sort of special. And then we'll have to finish it up at home where we will need some, things like our map, and we have an American Girl History board game that came with the curriculum. It's like a trivia game. So that's going to be our exam for her history over the last 12 months, which will be great because she loves games. So I'll probably do a separate video about how our exams go, but tomorrow is our last day before 2 weeks off. So for December, for the 3 weeks that we did, I overscheduled between the Narnia guide that we did from Hearth Magic, I'm all over the place here, the Book Seeds issue for Winter Solstice from Blossom and Root, and our spirituality unit. It was just way too much going on. Of course, that's all on top of our normal core subjects. So of everything that got cut, unfortunately, our spirituality unit, we got through the first week. And honestly here, and I don't want to get too much into it, I have a lot to share, but this was feeling like something that we can do throughout our normal day-to-day, and like things that we already were doing, conversations that we've already started having. What I want to say, I guess, is that it felt a little like disingenuous to have a curriculum planned out for that unit and like all these activities and stuff, when the topic of God in our house, for me, comes up throughout the day often. So I have continued to read from this book, Conversations with God for Parents, and there are some really great little lessons and conversations in here. So I've been pulling this out of our morning basket from time to time. But all of the activities that I had, I think I'm just going to kind of sprinkle throughout this year and next year, to just do for fun and as it resonates with whatever season of life we're in. My daughter's very inquisitive and curious about life. She always has been. So as the questions arise about, say, mythology, well, I'm sure we'll study mythology, but, gods and goddesses and, the solstice and equinox and how to be a good, loving person, and how to practice patience and generosity, and just all these themes of spirituality, they will come up when they come up, and we will discuss them when the timing feels genuine. Know what I mean? I think I just had it in my head that like Christian homeschoolers carve out this time to read and study the Bible. And I just thought, well, I want to be a homeschool family that carves out the time to talk about God too. And maybe eventually we'll get there and have more of a structure for it. But in the meantime, I feel like we talk about it a lot. So anyway, needless to say, we did our Book Seeds issue for the Winter Solstice. This was really fun. I did most of the activities in this. I did a little flip through in my November-December plan video, 2 videos back, if you want to see the inside of this. It's free on Blossom and Root. I think my favorite things that we did out of this, yesterday we took a nature walk and we collected a bunch of nature finds to make a solstice mobile. Where is it? Here, well, it literally disappeared out of this. I don't even understand. I can't find it in here right now, but we went out, we did a nature walk, and we found things that represent the sun, warmth, rain, and like green and red. And we're gonna make a mobile to hang for the solstice the day after tomorrow. Another fun thing that we made our own lanterns that we are going to take a walk on the solstice with. I thought it'd be fun to light these lanterns and to go owling on winter solstice. What else did we do? Here it is, like lit up. We made the solstice like yellow Play-Doh. This was cute. Kids liked that. I think my other favorite thing that we did was I wanted to do this 4 nights, which is ambitious. But so far we did it once. It's very uncommon for us to leave our house after like 4 o'clock. And so going out to the beach to look at the sunset was really special, really cool. I really want to do it more often. And then my daughter and I nature journaled the sunset, which was really fun. So yes, that was, we didn't even read Sunbread because I forgot to buy it. But we read Winter Solstice. I forget who it's by. It was cute. It was fine. We've been reading a lot of wintry books this week. We read Goodbye Geese, which is a really beautiful, very poetic winter book, if you want to look that one up. Okay, so that's Solstice. Narnia. We finally have a winner for a chapter book read aloud that my daughter just consumed. She went through this so fast that we couldn't even keep up with the guide activities. We've only gotten through the first few chapters. So I'm going to keep doing it because now she wants to read, we just finished this and now she wants to read Prince Caspian. So I'm just going to continue doing the guide throughout winter break. If it's just, fun. We're not doing schoolish stuff during break. So we'll do some crafts out of this and then we'll just kind of pair it to Prince Caspian, I guess. But that was a total success. All right, I can't believe it, but we finally finished American Girl History after 12 months of doing that program. But it's not quite over yet because now my daughter's finding these bigger chapter books at the library and she's really excited to start diving into these. So American Girls are still very much in my life. And hopefully my daughter will be reading on her own soon and can start consuming these herself. We're almost done with our poetry study out of this cute little book, Time to Rhyme, California Native Plants and Animals. The kids have loved this. They're not memorizing poems out of here, but they do read aloud with me parts that they remember. And this has just been really sweet. So we're almost done with this. We'll finish up the first few weeks in January. Okay, now I can hit my daughter's language arts. We started foundational phonics and this is going great. It's exactly what we need right now. We are not far enough along for me to give any concrete opinions about this. My first impression is that if you have a strong, very interested reader, this could get maybe kind of boring because like it is so repetitive. If you have a fast learner, I mean, you could just fly through this, I think. Again, it's working well for us. So I don't want to say anything negative about it. I just think it's really repetitive. And we just sort of struggle with that monotony in our homeschool, which is probably could play a role in why I have a struggling reader. But anyway, it's what she needs right now. We flew through the first chapter. We have a few pages left. I did skip some of I think I started skipping a bit of the short I, just because she knows this so well that I'm just like ready to move forward. But so we're hitting the short U at the end, and she needed some practice with that. So this is like a couple pages of the short U. And then we're going to be on chapter 2 where we're hitting the silent E. So, hopefully this program continues to work for us, and her reading will get stronger. We're doing 15-minute phonics lessons, and she can, you know, easily do 5 pages in 10 minutes. And then for the other 5 minutes, we are either doing some reading out of our Blossom and Root language arts curriculum, or we are reviewing the phonics flashcards from Alpha Phonics. I love these. I've talked about them before. They're just like really big, which I like, and they have all the different sounds on the back and word examples and exceptions to the phonics rule. So these have been really great for helping her to learn those rules. I'm so burnt out on teaching phonics. And now I have a 5-year-old who is going to be well on his way. The McGuffey reader we're still doing at night. She's reading a page out of this at night. Oftentimes we will read the same page a few nights in a row until she can read it smoothly. I would say her love and excitement for this is going down as this starts to get a little more challenging. This one we just finished up on. She's having trouble with words like shade, off, dew, and night. Those were the challenging words for her in this one. And some of those rules we haven't learned yet, so she's doing great. It's just, you know, continues to be a slow process. Okay, so let's just jump into my son really quick and how his stuff is going. We are almost, well, we're like 2/3 of the way through this. We're going to be starting the 3rd part of this soon. And then once we get that rolling, because there's 3 parts to this program, once we get into the 3rd part, I'm going to do a review of All About Reading Pre-Reading. This is still going okay, but my son, and I haven't talked about this on YouTube, but he's a late talker, and there's not really much there I want to share. But as we get into the sounds of the letters, this is where we're starting to have a little bit more struggle. But he is really enjoying Ziggy, the puppet, the activities. There's no pushback on this program from him until we get to an activity where it's really kind of challenging him to speak. And so it's going well, but I am planning, and I don't have it yet. I feel like this is kind of all over the place. I am planning on using Foundational Phonics Book 1 with him after we finish the All About Reading Pre-Reading. I think that it's different. It has like a lot more kind of work pages and activities in it. This is very much just like really like a lot of tedious practice. So I'm hoping that the Book 1 will be a good fit for him because he likes that kind of workbook stuff. If it's not, I have lots of other resources. I don't think he'll be ready for the Alpha Phonics program until next year, but I do have it. We can try it. I have Teach Your Child to Read, which my daughter hated. I have the Simply Charlotte Mason, both letters something, and then words I can build. The first level was really great for my daughter learning her letters and sounds. So we may pull from that program. There's a lot of games in there. And then maybe the level 2 would work better for him. My daughter hated it. Okay, and then let's see. We also use Explode the Code with my son. He is flying through these, just loves them. So he's getting through book B. And then we'll be doing C at some point next term. He loves handwriting. He's doing his kindergarten handwriting from The Good and the Beautiful, doing really well. We're a 1/3 through this already. He has already flown through the pre-writing workbooks. So he's definitely more my little studious guy. We have started The Good and the Beautiful Math K with him after trying Right Start Level A. I've mentioned previously, we got through the first 20 lessons of Right Start. He was doing really well. He's very mathematically inclined, but the program started to get a little too formal for him at that age. You know, he just turned 5. So I decided that he would probably like this because it's so colorful and worksheets and games. This is too simple for him right now. So sometimes he gets bored with it, but he is doing it. And we have gotten through 12 lessons. And so it just looks like stuff like this. I do see it getting more challenging, you know, down the road. So I'm hoping that this, you know, I just want to make sure we cover all of our bases. I don't want to try to put him into first grade math because, like I said, it's just like it's too formal for him. He still wants to play, even though he is very good at math. He's still very young and immature. So it's kind of hard to find the right program for him. You know what I mean? So anyway, this is going well enough. Okay. Okay, I think that's my update. It was long, is it? It's like 20 minutes, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to get into our plans for next term. Our core curriculum is, almost all of it is staying the same. So as I mentioned, we finished American Girl History, so now we need a new history program. I did show this, I forget what video it was. We are going to be using Under the Home Ancient History. Under the Home is not super popular on YouTube. It is a free Charlotte Mason curriculum designed by a homeschool mom, and it is just awesome. Like, her website is so well done. It's all entirely free, even the readings. You don't even have to buy the book if you don't want to. And it covers every subject that a Charlotte Mason education requires, which, if you know anything about Charlotte Mason, is a lot. It's such a well-crafted curriculum. I really considered using more than what I have planned for next year from her. But we are wanting to try out something this year just to see how it goes. So we have not studied any world history yet. I'm really excited. I hope the kids are excited to get into like ancient history, cavemen and saber-toothed tigers and the Stone Age and all that. These will be new concepts for, you know, somewhat new concepts for them. And my daughter's so inquisitive about how we all got here. So I think that she is really going to enjoy this. Let me know if you want me to do a flip through of this. So it's paired with this book. As you know, Charlotte Mason is really a literature-based curriculum. What's a little bit different about Under the Home is that she has crafted lesson plans that go with all of the subjects. Whereas in, say, Ambleside Online, the curriculum is the books. It's just books and narration. So this is a little less traditional of Charlotte Mason, but I still need a little hand-holding, I think. And so to have lesson plans written out for me, I'm like still gravitating towards. So I'm excited to see how these lesson plans go. This is designed to be a full year curriculum, even though this book is really tiny. And so this is what I know. My daughter consumes chapter books, read alouds. And I think she's really going to like this. I've been reading through this. It's exciting. So it's Ancient Man by Hendrik Willem van Loon. And I think that it's going to go quick. And then we'll do the lesson plans as they feel good to us. If I find that the lesson plans are just not totally our style or the kids are not loving it, I'm fine just doing this book with narration because that is the true Charlotte Mason method. But anyway, if you want to see a flip through of this and all the activities that are in it, let me know and I'm happy to show you. It does, so this is the teacher guide. It does come with a student workbook as well. So I'm happy to show both. I did print them off myself. You would have to do that if you chose to use her her curriculum. Everything's online. So that's our history. The geography that we're going to be doing, we're wrapping up Blossom and Root Language Arts, and that had the world geography section to it. So we're wrapping that up pretty soon. And I'm like embarrassed to even show this again because I've showed it so many times. We're getting back to Beautiful Feet US Geography. And as some of you know, I have not loved this program. We have just been like trudging our way through it. It's a beautiful, it honestly is a beautiful program. The literature is rich. The teacher guide is gorgeous. The big US map that it comes with for the kids to color, you would think would just be like so fun for kids. We've just had a really hard time getting through this. So it's just our own personal preference, but we're halfway through. I do want to finish it. It was a very expensive program. It came with a lot of books. So we're picking this back up after Blossom and Root is done, I think 3 weeks into January, and then we'll be getting back to this. Once we finish our Narnia guide, we are starting a new one. This is my plan for January, but it might take us through January to finish that Narnia novel guide. So we might be getting this going into February with this, Where the Mountain Meets the Moon. This is a novel study guide from Hearth Magic as well. She has a shop on Etsy. Lots of novel guides on her site and lots of Waldorf resources. I'm excited to read this. I've heard wonderful things, and we just studied quite a bit about Vietnam with Blossom and Root, and I don't know exactly where this book is based out of, but I'm excited to continue on with some Asian culture in our homeschool. So I'll let you know how this goes when the time comes. In our morning basket, we are going to be adding a Vango art study. So our Treehouse Schoolhouse, I forgot to mention, wrapped up. We just finished the fall nature study, and now I have no more Treehouse Schoolhouse planned for our homeschool. We may go back to the summer and fall, in years to come, have the programs. They were fun, but I'm not sure that we will do anything else from that company. So we need to do a picture study, and we really loved the Monet study that we did last year. So I'm very excited to study Van Gogh this year. Comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pictures. So this will last us 8 weeks. Okay, so that is Van Gogh. We are also adding into our morning basket Woven Melodies. So this is our music study. We have not done a music study yet this year. We haven't studied any composers or anything. There's been like little things sprinkled into some of the programs that we use to listen to music, but this is the first formal one that I think we've ever done. And I'm really excited to try this out because I know within a Charlotte Mason homeschool or education, music study is definitely a part of it. So this will be cool. This is more cultural music, like worldly musical instruments, worldly musicians, and it's very gentle. Doing this once a week is going to be perfect, and I think it is a full year curriculum, so we won't finish it by the end of this year, but if we want, we can pick it back up next year, or maybe we'll just do half of it. I'm fine with that. So I'll give you more updates as we get into this program to let you know how we like it. And then the last thing that we're adding is new science. So our elemental science, biology for the grammar stage was just really a dud for our homeschool. I thought we might be coming back to it. We will likely get back to it at some point next year based on some of my science plans. But in the meantime, we're doing Treehouse Nature Study. We were reading an insect nature study book, but that's pretty much been our science for the last several weeks. So now we are getting into the big bird unit. I have a video on this that shows all the resources that we're going to be using. This is going to take us through the rest of the school year. These are the main resources that we're using for it. If I don't get to the rest, that's fine. But the main resource is going to be the Burgess Birds Simple Studies Guide, and that's paired obviously with the Burgess Book for Birds, Burgess Bird Book, yeah. And then the bird watching notebook that I got from The Good and the Beautiful. This is what we'll be using for like our nature walks. And then we are going to be doing picture study. Well, I guess, yeah, we're doing another picture study with these lovely cards that I got. I think I forgot again. I forgot during the video too. I'll link it. But these are picture cards that are paired with the Burgess Bird Book. So they're really beautiful, and they tell you on the bottom like who they are, like Brownie the Thrasher and Cheewink the, I don't know how to pronounce that. Let's see, Glory the Cardinal and Kitty the Catbird. So it's all the characters from the book. And this is a great way to do our nature journal, because like say we're reading this story and we don't know where to find these birds. Of course, we can just look in a field guide and that's fine. But to have these pictures, my plan is on Fridays to set these up, and the kids will pull out their nature journals and do a rendition of these for their like final weekly nature study notebook assignment. So that's my plan with those. I'm really excited for our bird unit. I hope it goes over well. I think my daughter will really enjoy it. And that's it. Did I keep this video under 30 minutes? Which is still too long. I think that's it. Okay, so videos to come. I am definitely gonna do another day in the life once we get into spring term so that you guys can see some of this new curricula in action. And then very soon, I'm gonna be sharing our curriculum plans for the 25-26 school year. I'm so excited. All right, thanks you guys. Have a great holiday. Merry Christmas, and I'll see you in the new year. Bye.